Théo's passion for Atari computers naturally drew him to the Atari Falcon in 1994. With PCs remaining expensive and not particularly tailored for gaming and music, the Falcon emerged as the obvious choice for him. While he took great pride in his achievement with the Ultimate Arena on the Atari ST, Théo couldn't shake off his growing frustration with the hardware constraints of the machine. Thus it became apparent that dedicating a few months to an upgraded version was not just a consideration, but a logical step forward in his quest for creative expression.
All the hard work had been done on the STe version, so it was a pleasure to be able to do all the things I couldn't achieve because of the limited RAM of the 1040 STe.
All the graphics were enhanced using the paint package True Paint, boasting richer colours and smoother gradients. But the surprises didn't end there. 2 additional characters, Shadow and Skeleton, were concealed within the game. Each came with their own unique level and background. These levels showcased ray-traced graphics created using the Neon program on the Falcon. The Dark Fighter Shadow was created by overlaying a simple mask onto Terry sprites. As for Skeleton, all graphics were hand-drawn, taking inspiration from the Terry character as a reference. The Falcon edition of the game prioritised speed above everything else. In normal mode, the game ran a blistering 35 frames per second, matching the pace of the STe Turbo mode. Théo's optimisation efforts had pushed the Falcon's capabilities to the limit, to the extent that the Turbo mode had to be dialed back to maintain playability. Additionally, a new game mode dubbed Rampage was introduced, offering players the freedom to select any of the 6 available fighters. However, perhaps the most eagerly awaited addition was the introduction of the Mortality move, Théo's take on the infamous Fatality from Mortal Kombat. As the match concluded and the screen flickered red, players could execute a special key combination to perform this devastating finishing move. The move allowed them to decapitate their opponent, leaving behind a headless, bloodied corpse on the ground.
Mortality.
Furthermore, this edition introduced in-game music, with each level accompanied by its own unique track. These compositions were crafted by Théo and BM Swan, listed in the manual under the moniker Cobra, a nod to the band they had formed in the late 80s. As the final touch, the game now includes a rendered intro and game over animation, plus players could uncover an Easter egg, unlocking a mini-game of Breakout for added enjoyment. In early 1996, the Ultimate Arena Falcon Edition was ready for prime time. Once again published by TR Buzzy's company Steam, a conjunction of the word ST and team, it followed the footsteps of its ST predecessor. Alongside the full release, a new demo version hit the shelves, showcasing the Heaven stage with Terry and Sandy as playable characters. Especially for this demo, Théo created a stunning intro screen using True Paint, drawing inspiration from the recently released Mortal Kombat 3. The release received praise from many magazines of the era, with ST Format awarding it a solid 80%. However, ST Magazine expressed some disappointment with the game's limitation, noting its use of only 80 to 120 colours simultaneously instead of the full 256 colours and a resolution of 320 by 200.
To add all these features and keep a snappy game, the 320 by 200 resolution was mandatory. As far as I remember, higher resolutions implied less colors and a slower frame rate. Only static games actually used the higher resolution by the time, so it was never an option. As for the colors, I did my best to get smoother gradients and add details, but the 16 colors used in the original game also gave it its style, and I didn't want to lose it. Adding colors for the sake of it didn't make much sense, and I was pleased with the result. It was my game, not the technical demo some were wishing for.
Despite its success in sales, particularly given its release date, what has truly endured for Théo over the years is the fan mail he received.
The most incredible part of the journey were the letters that people sent. Literally, hundreds of nice letters from Atari fans who loved the game and supported the developers. I can't say how amazing it was to get letters every day from people so nice and passionate, incredible stories. Intimate stuff sometimes. Even a hacker who asked for permission and paid for the game. I can get quite emotional when thinking about that specific period. To anyone who wants to create a game today, that it is the real reward for your dedication. No contract, no amount of money could ever replace that.
And while the Ultimate Arena may not have been the best-selling beat-em-up, to Atari ST enthusiasts, Théo will be forever remembered as the man who dared to defy expectations by delivering a Mortal Kombat clone for the platform. An accomplishment that seemed impossible at the time. And not just any clone, but a remarkably well-executed one at that.